19 burned to death. Player 9 suffocated in a wall. Player 20 was skewered by a falling stalactite. Player 21 froze to death. Player 22 withered away. Player 23 was impaled on a stalagmite. Player 25 was impaled by player 22. Player 22 was squashed by a falling anvil too. Player 21 was shot by a skull from wither. Player 20 was killed by trying to hurt her. Oh! Player 10 was fireballed by Gauss. Player 30 hit the ground too hard. Player 31 experienced kinetic energy. Player 2 fell off scaffolding while player 3 tried to swim in lava. Player 34 fell from a high place. Player 3's brother discovered the floor was lava. And player 20 said was the only one to survive, but not for a very long time. Player 36 went off with a bang. Player 37 was killed by intentional game design. Player 38 was shot by Pedger. Player 39 hit the ground too hard. Player 40 was slain by player 36. Player 41 was shot by a skeleton. Player 43 fell off some vines. Player 44 was obliterated by a sonically charged shriek while trying to skateboard in. Player 45 was slain by iron golem. Player 46 was stung to death. Player 47 went up in flames. Player 48 starved to death. Player 49 left the confines of this world. Player 50 didn't want to live in the same world as Enderman. And player 42 was the only one to survive, but not for a very long time. Player 51 was slain by a zombie. Player 52 suffocated in a wall. Player 53 was blown up by a creeper. Player 54 fell out of the world. Player 55 tried to swim in lava. Player 56 was slain by a spider. Player 57 was shot by a skeleton. Player 58 was killed by magic. Player 59 hit the ground too hard. And player 60 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 61 was blown up by creeper. Player 62 was slain by zombie pigmen. Player 63 was burned to death. Player 64 stopped to death. Player 65 was slain by Enderman. Player 66 tried to swim in lava. Player 67 was slain by a witch. Player 68 fell from a high place. Player 69 was slain by Hust. Player 70 was shot by skeleton. Player 71 was doomed to fall by spiders. Player 72 was impaled by ground. Player 73 was slain by blood. Player 74 was struck by lightning. And player 75 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 76 was slain by Flamingo. Player 78 then was shot by a tanker. Player 70 was slain by Mini-Bugsy. Player 79 fell out of the world. Player 80 was slain by Creepcraft. Player 81 was shot by Skid. Player 82 was slain by Inquisitor Master. Player 84 was blown up by a creeper. Player 85 was slain by Leah Ash. Player 88 the shotgun swooped 3. Player 87 fell from a high place. Player 88 was slain by Gaming with Count. Player 89 was shot by Terror Bride. Player 90 was slain by Poke. Player 91 was bricked to death. Player 92 was slain by Zayleth's Blade. Player 93 was banned by Roblox. Player 83 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 90 94 was blown up by a creeper whilst trying to escape zombie. Player 95 tried to swim in lava while fighting Enderman. Player 96 was slain by spider jockey. Player 97 was doomed to fall by blaze. Player 98 was blown up by a TNT. Player 100 was slain by witch using magic. And player 99 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 101 fell down 1,000,000 blocks. Player 102 was sent to North Korea. Player 103 had been shot by the Soviet Union. Player 104 was a mayfly and died the second after. Player 105 turned into a power station and malfunctioned. Player 107 was nuked by the United States. Player 108 found a chicken jockey and got mesmerized by the memes and died. Player 109 was hit by a plane. And player 101 soon died of old age. Player 101 got. Player 101 12 time traveled into a black hole. Player 101 got a feel on his current code. Player 101 was lured into Fortnite. Player 101 ate some polonium. Player 101 sinks had a heart attack from the polonium. And player 106 was the only one survived. Said no.
11117 fell from a high place. Player 180 experienced kinetic energy. Player 119 was blown up by a creeper while trying to escape Enderman. Player 120 tried to swim in lava. Player 122 was blown up by a TNT. Player 123 was obliterated by a char from Morton. Player 124 was doomed to fall by zombie. Player 125 left the confines of this world. Player 1 cent was blown up by a firework. And player 12E1 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 127 was killed by Steve. Player 128 was killed by Alex. Player 129 was blown up by a giant creeper. Player 130 was killed by a falling giant anvil. Player 131 was shot by a smart skeleton. Player 133 was slain by zombie. Player 134 was slain by Enderman. Player 135 was killed by a strong iron golem. Player 136 was smashed by player 138. Player 137 was killed by spider. Player 138 fell from a high place. Player 139 went off with a bang. And player 132 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 140 fell into the sun's surface. Player Vitalay 1 blew away by Neptune. Player 142 has been sent to an exoplanet. Player 143 had been sent beyond the universe. Player 40 has been drifted away to space after player 14 and into a rocket and flew 1,000 miles per hour. Player 47 was abducted by the UFO. Player 14 landed on moon and died after breathing toxic air. Player 149 was hit by a meteorite. Player 150 left the solar system. Player 141 was surrounded out of blur. Player 142 was launched to better. Player 140 phoned to death in Uranus. Player 140 was destroyed by Saturn. Player 140 burned to death on Mercury. Player 146 went to space without a spacesuit. And player 146 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 137 fell from a high place, crashed down with a scream. Player 148 was blown up by a creeper, lost in a lime green bean. Player 139 drowned while trying to swim, stuck under the waves too long. Player 116 was slain by a zombie. The horde was far too strong. Player 16 was suffocated in a wall, digging way too fast. 116.5 was pricked to death by sweet berries, fell in that bush of despair. Player 116.6 got the ground too hard, missed the water by a single yard. Player 116.7 blew himself up with misplaced TNT. All that's left now is trembling footsteps. And player 116.4 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. There, player 675 was swimming lava, slipped right off the edge. Player 676 was blown up by a creeper hiding in the hedge. The only log still breathing, moving fast and staying low. 10 players entered the wilderness, but danger came alive. Player 2078 fell from a high place, missed the water below. Player 67 line was shot by skeleton arrows, lined in a deadly row. Player 127 was slain by a spider trapped beneath the trees. Player 71 drowned in the river, swept away by the rushing sea. Player 81 drowned to death, forgot to bring a snack. Player 2020 was pricked to death by berries on the attack. Player 77 fly, Blaze flag, red zombie cornered with no plan. Hey, 795 blew himself up when he misplaced TNT again. And player 170 was the only one survived, but invincible Mario took him out.
Player 17, Ice It was hit by a nuclear bomb. Player 17, I7, death dot fell dot cracks at the top water. Player 17, I hit blue screen by roadblocks. Player 17, I9 was run over by a Russian country ball. Player Hair 90 crafted a time black hole. Player 18-1 fell into a black hole. Player 18-2 attempted to count to infinity. Player 1893 lived in 1920. Player 1895 was taken out by invincible Mario, just like 177. Player 1896 was hypnotized by the ladder that player 1 fell. Player 1887 was in the plane during 9/11, and player 1894 was the only one survived. But then he realized that there's a part 15.
Player 186 was slain by a zombie. Player 1887 tried to swim in lava. Player 1980 was blown up by a creeper. Player 189 fell from a high place. Player 198 was shot by skeleton. Player 91 was killed by magic. Player 193 froze to death. Player 194 poked to death by a sweet berry bush. Player 95 was slain by Ender Egg. And 96 yard. Player 1980 was slain by witch. Player 1990 was slain by spider. Player 1990 was stung to death. Player 200 death fell accident water. And player 1992 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 21 and tried to head a creeper. It did not end well. Player 202 discovered gravity the hard way. Player 203 forgot that lava is not orange water. Player 204 tried swimming in the void. Player 205 was blown up by absolutely nothing. Player 206 angered an Enderman by blinking. Player 208 tried to duel a skeleton using a stick. Player 219 got yeeted off a cliff by a goat. Player 320 suffocated in a wall that definitely wasn't there a second ago. Player 201 was poked too aggressively by a cactus. Player 21-2 learned why you don't dig straight down. Player 213 forgot they took off their elytra. Player 214 had got 6-7. Player 215 was slain by a baby zombie with too much confidence. Player 21's poached by falling gravel. Player 2 rooked second beam thought on an iron goblin. Player 218 was knocked into orbit by an iron golem. Player 219 exploded after trying to borrow TNT from a desert temple. Player 220 was pricked to death by sweet berry bushes, just like Player 4. Player 201 burned to a crisp while trying to toast marshmallows over lava. Player 222 tried to outswim a drowned, and Player 202 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time. Player 223 was sent to 65 million years ago. Player 224 was hit by a car at the max speed. Player 230 watched and died. Player 226 was hit in the head by a football during Messi versus Ronaldo. Player 22 he was swooped by a plane inside the building. Mr. Beast and Mark Robber fell off the plane. Player 229 was slapped in the face to death for accidentally entering the woman's bathroom. Player 230 was hypnotized by the bee that Player 16 got stung. Player 231 teamed up with Player 232, then both got killed by Player 233. But then Player 333 walked into the lava as a carnal. Player 23 foresaw 6-7 everywhere, then got killed by Player 227 due to his mean distraction. And Player 327 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 245 dead fell accident in the water. Player 346 didn't want to live in the same world as Axolotl. Player 347 was pricked to death by a sweet berry bush whilst trying to escape zombified piglins. Player 348 suffocated in a wall. Player 240 was doom scrolling on TikTok. Player 241 transformed into a horse. Player 242 was banned from Fortnite. Players 244 did and to answer the impossible question in Baldi's basics. Player 244 had got distracted by random dogs from the edge of each soul of a bleeding horse. Player 245 fell into lava. And Player 249 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time. But not for a very long time.
Player 24-6 was slain to death by a KGB agent. Player 24-7 drowned whilst trying to escape Ender Dragon. Player 24-7 White was blown up by Creeper. Player 24-9 fell from a high place because he got thrown off a ledge by a mysterious black object. Player 24-16 realized his player number was a quarter of the way to 1,000 and had a heart attack on the spot. Player 25-1 tried to swim in lava because he was colorblind and thought it was chocolate ice cream. Player 25-2 was slain by a zombie with enchanted netherite sword. Player 25-3 suffocated during detonating the Sir Bomber. Player 25-5 had a massive rage out during a game of Among Us. Player 25-6 exploded, and player 25-4 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 25-7 was blown up by a creeper whilst trying to escape a skeleton. Player 25-8 tried swimming in lava while fighting Chicken Jockey. Player 25-9 sinking to the ocean. Player 26 was doomed to fall by Witch. Player 26-2 was slain by Witch using magic. Player 23 was blown up by a TNT minecart. And Player 26-2 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 264 was killed by Evoker using magic. Player 265 was slain by Vindicator. Player 266 was slain by Vex. Player 268 was killed by Cute Lucky VP using magic. Player 269 was slain by Cute Lucky VP. Player 270 was poked to death by a sweet berry bush when trying to escape Cute Lucky VP. Player 271 was impaled by Cute Lucky VP. Player 272 was slain by player 264. And now player 267 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 273 was slain by zombie. Player 274 was blown up by creeper. Player 275 fell from a high place. Player 276 hit the ground too hard. Player 277 tried to swim in lava. Player 278 was shot by skeleton. Player 280 suffocated in a wall. Player 281 was pricked to death. Player 282 was slain by Enderman. Player 283 went up in flames. Player 284 walked into a fire while fighting a spider. And player 279 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 24 doesn't belong to hot. Player 28-5 was slain by a husk. Player 28-6 drowned. Player 28-7 was blown up by creeper. Player 28-8 suffocated in powder snow. Player 29 was shot by a skeleton. Player 29-1 was slain by witch. 21 oaks are burned to death. Player 23 was pricked to death by a cactus. Player 29 bomb was slain by pillager. Player 29-5 was slain by zombie villager. Player 29-6 fell from a high place. Player 27 was slain by warden. But player 29-8 froze to death. Player 29-9 was blown up by TNT. Player 300 was slain by Spider Jockey. And player line 92 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 30-01 was hit by a fastest plane. Player 30-02 accidentally fell off a high cliff. Player 303 downgraded to Windows 3 Horse 1. Player 304 was run over by Walnut Puck Plants vs. Zombies. Player 305 got killed by the lions. Player ELSES'S got killed by player WAP. Player ELSE'S rented to beat Russian roulette. Player 308 went into Player 3 on Aru, and player 1 was being trolled by Bingo Healer just like player 106. Player 311 walked into a forest where player 2 burned to death. Where 312 was in a roof during a Dr. Zombos fight, and player real 9 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 313 was doomed to fall by a 2048 tile. Player 314 crashed a hoverboard into stereo madness. Player 315 thought detonating dynamite would give him infinite diamonds. Player 317 turned into a tomato because physics said that his existence was a hologram. Player 3118 crawled into a bee's nest. Player 3190 pad went to the demilitarized zone. Player 320 was sucked into the nostalgia at the Windows XP. Player 321 lost all his consciousness on the song Bingo Healer by Kathleen and Bingo. Player 322 forgot to look up at the falling anvil because it was Christmas. Player 3 didn't believe 322 and didn't see the pit of zombies. Player 334 was laughing at the entire scene, and whilst distracted was slain by player 3160.
And player 316 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 3T5 was hit by a trident by drown. Player 3T6 was killed by magic. Player 337 was doomed to fall by player 328, who actually was trapped in a box, then got shipped to North Korea. Player 329, I couldn't understand the concept of pie. Player 351 tried summoning a pig. Player 331 had heard the dreadful famous script. A multi-stage aerobic capacity test that quickly gets more difficult as it continues. A 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. Your test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start. Player 332 wrote his name on the death book, and player 333 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 334 was slain by skeleton. Player 335 was impaled on a stalagmite. Player 336 was pricked to death by a sweetberry bush. Player 337 was banned by Roblox.
Player 338 was killed by 3-for-1. Player 340 was shot by Pillager. Player 341 was hit by a plane. Player 342 was obliterated by a sonically charged shriek whilst trying to escape Warden. Player 343 was slain by Iron Golem, then got blown up by a creeper. Player 344 was slain by Vex.
Player 345 was slain by Zombie. Player 346 went off with a bang. And player 339 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 347 fell from a high place. Player 348 was slain by Zombie. Player 349 tried to swim in lava. Player 350 was blown up by Creeper. Player 351 walked into a cactus while trying to escape. Player 352 was put to death. Player 354 drowned. Player 355 fell out of the world. Player 356 suffocated in a wall. Player 357 was slain by Enderman. And player 353 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 358 was slain by Spider. Player 359 hit the ground too hard. Player 360 walked into fire while trying to escape. Player 361 was slain by Skeleton. Player 362 was killed by magic. Player 363 tried to swim in lava. Player 364 was blown up by Creeper. Player 365 and fell out the world. Player 366 suffocated in a wall. Player 367 was pricked to death. Player 367 in lava. Player 369 was slain by Enderman, and player 367 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 71 tried to swim in lava. Player 72 drowned. Player 73 was blown up by Creeper. Player 34 was slain by Zombie. Player 35 fell out of the world. Player 36 burned to death. Player 37 it went up in flames. Player 38 was slain by killed by magic. Player 392 was blown up by gas. Player 3083 drowned. Player 35 fell off the world. Player 3096 tried to swim in lava. Player 3097 burned to death. Player 3098 burnt up in flames. Player 39 was slain by Enderman. Player 400 starved to death. Man, Player 94 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 401 was slain by Mike. Player 402 was slain by Amos. Player 403 was slain by Gas. Player 404 fell out of the world was fighting Ender Dragon. Player 406 was kicked from the game. Player 407 was slain by Fairy Godmother. Player 408 blew up whilst fighting Gas. Player 409 was slain by player 405. Player 410 left the confines of the world. Player 411 headed into space. Player 412 cannot survive in space. Player 413 was sent to North Korea. Player 414 was sent to Mars. Player 415 said, "Awesome eyes," and player 405 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 416 was slain by Vex. Player 417 was pricked to death. Player 418 was killed by magic. Player 419 was shot by skeleton. Player 420 was slain by iron golem. Player 422 fell from a high place. Player 423 was blown up by creeper. Player 424 was impaled on a stalagmite. Player 425 was obliterated by a sonically charged tree whilst trying to escape warden. Player 426 drowned. Player 427 starved to death. Player 428 was slain by spider. Player 429 fell out of world. And player 421 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 430 discovered that gravity is not optional. Player 431 tried to hug a creeper. The creeper declined. Player 432 learned that lava is, in fact, hot. Player 433 attempted parkour and missed the tutorial. Player 434 was reminded that Endermen dislike eye contact. Player 435 underestimated the blast radius. Player 436 fought the skeleton. The skeleton fought better. Player 438 tried to pet the wolf. The wolf disagreed. Player 439 forgot that sand obeys physics. Player 440 challenged the void. The void accepted. Player 441 believed they could swim in magma. Player 442 attempted diplomacy with a witch. Player 443 learned that beds explode in the nether. Player 444 powdered snow was solid. Player 445 tried to outswim and drowned. They did not. Player 446 discovered that goats have opinions. Player 447 stood too close to the business end of a blaze. Player 448 mistook a ravager for a cow. Player 449 forgot to check their oxygen bar. Player 450 mined straight down. Enough said. And player 437 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 4501 was slain by Minecraft. Player 452 was shot by Stillminator. Player 452 was impaled by Vortex. Player 455 was slain by me. Player 455 was smashed by Jacob. Player 456 was shot by Jack. Player 458 drowned while trying to escape Crab's Whip. Player 451 was slain by Carmine and Ringo. Player 456 was impaled by Mike. Player 461 was doomed to fall by SpaceX and NASA. Player 462 was shot by me. Player 463 was slain by David. Player 464 was shot by SpaceX and NASA. Player 465 was killed by Catlin and Bingo using magic. Player 466 was destroyed by me. Player 416 was shot by Catlin and Bingo. And player 48507 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 468 was obliterated by a charge from Ryan. Player 469 was killed by a Verker using magic. Player 472 tried to time travel and then died because he wanted to revive. Player 6 is added from part 5. Player 471 remembered Tenderstein pissed play mine. Player 472 tried soloing an iron golem. Player 473 had realized that Stranger Things Season 5 got released. Player 474 fell into up against that invisible Yamas. Player 475 tried to milk a gas and exploded. Player 476 was eaten by a flying cobblestone. Player 477 tripped over a rainbow and suffocated in colors. Player 478 drowned drowned in a cup of water. Player 47-9 was struck by a falling Minecraft sun. Player 480 tried to punch a creeper, but punched reality instead. And player 4881 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 481 was politely escorted out of reality. Player 482 tripped over wireless internet. Player 480 forgot to install gravity. Player 484 buffered for too long. Player 485 divided by 0. Player 486 walked into a loading screen. Player 488 blinked during autosave. Player 489 fell off airplane mode. Player 4980 was unsubscribed from existence. Player 4981 forgot their password to life. Player 492 was flattened by a pop-up ad. Player 493 was defeated by terms and conditions. Player 4984 slept on invisible pixels. Player 4985 got folded by a map app. Player 496 wasted out by Ultra's router. Player 4980 got caught in a notification storm. Player 4980 was archived accidentally. Player 500 realizes his player number was halfway to 1,000 and runs in his circle non-stop in extreme exhaustion. And player 48-7 was the only one survived. But the hero realized that player 1000 exists somewhere!
Player 501 was slain by Godzilla. Player 502 was sent to Narnia. Player 503 died of crings from bingo healing beams. Player 504 turned into a thermonuclear mo. Clear Fighter 5 was killed by Invincible Aerial, just like 167.
Player 506 did not know
how to keep water. Player 507 was blasted at 2.147 billion miles an hour. Player 508 didn't know what anti-dust establishmentarianism is.
Player 519 fell into a dungeon. Player 511 phone Satan. Player 512 mistook Satan for Santa. Player 513 became obsessed with CCCP.
And player 509 was the only one survived.
But the song Bingo Healer exists!
Player 514 fell into toxic waste. Player 515 attempted to do a backflip and broke his neck. Player 516 accidentally pressed the big red button. Player 517 was sacrificed to stop GTA 6 from being delayed again. Player 519 tried to put a fire out but thought that water was spelled PETROL. Player 520 thought he could fly. Player 521 forgot his parachute whilst skydiving. Player 522 was hacked. Player 523's oven exploded whilst baking a cake and Player 518 was the only one survived but not for a very long time.
Player 524 forgot to subscribe to this channel. Player 525 saw blueberry inflation. Player 526 was slain by Elder Guardian. Player 527 got into a car crash. Player 529 realized his number is slightly square. Player 521 forgot air existed. Player 521 tried to play Persona 5 in real life. Player 521 soccer party. Player 523 did not care. Player 524 was slain by Player 529. And Player 528 was the only one survived. But not for very long.
Player 535 was slain by Naruto. Player 536 was bozoed.
Player 537 mistook Warden for Sonic. Player 538 was slain by Zombie. Player 540 mistook cow milk and drank it by accident. Player 541 wanted to challenge an imposter from Among Us. The imposter accepted. Player 542 didn't know how to walk. Player 543 dived into a black hole. Player 544 didn't realize Minecraft exists. Player 545 was shot by the FBI. Player 546 was hypnotized by a wizard. Player 547 was banned by Minecraft. Player 548 fell off a cliff. Player 549 was killed by Squid Game. Player 550 was crashed by a car. Player 551 was shot by Skeleton. Player 552 was killed by Illigar. Player 553 was blue screened. And player 539 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 554 realized that 6 plus 7 is equal to 67. Player 555 was K1LL3D by 1000. Player 557 has been slain by Twisted Dandy. Player 558 tried to put the fire out, but the extinguisher says 607, 67, 69. Player 559 watched Benjik Scarlet videos. 560 was eaten by a flying man. Player 561 realized that his player.no was player 1000. And player 556 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 563 has gotten a job application. Player 564 has Ben K1 led by .BASSIE using magic. Player 565 was realized that his player number was 666. Player 567 has to time travel, but he died cause he wanted Doc to save player 8 in part 1. Player 568 was hacked. Player 566 was delivered to North Korea. Player 569 tried calling 911, but he realized that the number is 911's. Player 570 was slain by Ender Dragon. Player 571 heard the dreadful famous dot script. Spinito rang rang. Pacromatomat dal lavadorito. Garaman bombardino. Or calero or calamadon. Quesadillo celuatini. Tralalita tralalero mastodonico. Spaghetti cannelloni bombona. Per corona grr belabun tick. Affamid terrari izog. And got brain rotted. Player 572 write his name on the death book, and player 562 was the only one survived. But Bassi exists.
Player 53 tried to drink a potion label absolutely safe and immediately turned into a globe of sparkling electrons. Player 51 tried to combine lava and ice in a beaker and became temporarily quantum entangled with a chicken. Player 31 accidentally uploaded their consciousness into a malfunctioning robot and forgot how to get back. Player 36 mixed glowing chemicals and created a miniature black hole to politely swallow them. Player 57 tried to clone themselves with a DNA machine. Now there are 7 copies arguing over pizza. Player 57-9 experimental or time travel, and now they're stuck in yesterday's lunch period forever. Player 5080 is a teleportation ray. Without calibrating it, they now exist simultaneously in 3 dimensions and not at all. Player 51 tried to genetically engineer a glowing slime. It glowed back and ate them instead. Player 52 triggered a chemical reaction to turn their shoes into sentient, highly judgmental robots. Player 53 misread the formula for a harmless fizz potion. Fizzed so hard they exploded into rainbow sparks. And player 58 was the only one survived.
Player 584 was attacked by Strawberry Fleas. Player 585 saw Bassa.inflation and Bassa.blueberry inflation and Bassa.x Cocoa R34. Player 586 Death.fall.accident.water. Player 588 was sent to 65 MYA. Player 589 realized that his player.number was halfway to 1000 and runs ANA circle non-stop in extreme.exhaustion like 500. Player 590 was attacked by Ed.Dunkleosteus. Player 591 got an OG strawberry elephant but is a morph. Player 592 was escorted off of .reality like 482. Player 593 was attacked by A.glitch flake. Player 594 wants to challenge with the boiled one accepted. And player 587 was the only one survived. But not for a very long, but not for a very one time.
Player 690 tied up from a high place. Player 696 was slain by zombies.
Player 697 tried with veteran armor. Player 698 was blown up by creeper.
Player 699 was shot by skeleton. Player 691 drowned.
Player 602 was pricked to death. Player 603 walked into fire whilst fighting blaze. Player 604 was struck by lightning. Player 605 fell into a gate. Player 606 was squashed by a falling again. The player 607 was slain by Enderman.
Player 608 suffocated in a mall. Player 609 starved to death.
Player 6610 was slain by falling anvil. And player 661 was fireballed by gas.
Player 612 was stung to death.
Player 613 was slain by witch using magic. Player 612 froze to death. Player 615 was knocked into the void by Ender Dragon. And player 600 was the only one survive, but not for a very long time.
Player 616 was slain by Howard Moody. Player 617 was shot by Lava Doraemon. Player 618 was destroyed by Neon. Player 619 was shot by Jesper Chirp. Player 620 was killed by Bacon Munch using magic. Player 621 drowned while trying to escape Julie Ruby. Player 623 was shot by Lunamar. Player 624 was impaled by Dribble Gamer. Player 625 was destroyed by Beatar. Player 626 was slain by Wolf Q. Player 627 was killed by Dummy Bar. Player 628 was shot by Speaker. Player 629 was killed by the FBI using magic. Player 622 was smashed by Benatar. Player 631 was too owned to fall by Cringeworthy. Player 62 was shot by Chucky. Player 63 was shot by Arby's. And player 622 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. But not for a very long time. Player 624 was sent to 65 MIA. Player 625 was Tung Score and got sent to North Korea in freedom and got a job. Player 626 watched blueberry inflation and then died. Player 627 watched 18 plus films and died like 2025. Player 628 adhered the dreadful famous script. The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster
Player 629 was blinded by Brightney using Brightney's admin nightlight, and player 6090 was the only one survived. But he got blinded by Brightney's ultra
Player 631 tried to swim in lava. Player 632 was blown up by a creeper. Player 633 was shot by a skeleton. Player 63 was blown up from a high place. Player 635 was slain by a zombie. Player 636 was pricked to death by sweet berries. Player 637 was slain by a spider. Player 639 starved to death. Player 640 down, player 621 was blown up by TNT. And player 638 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 642 was killed by spider. Player 643 was shot by skeleton. Player 644 was launched to space. Player 646 was killed by warden. Player 647 was arrested by the police. Player 648 was micro-stopped. Player 649 was buried. Player 650 was launched to Jupiter just like player 150. Player 651 was sent to 65 million years ago, just like 240. Player 652 was killed. Player 653 was eaten by Player 654 was terminated. Player 655 was launched. And player 645 was there. But not for her.
Player 656 no-clipped into the back rooms. Player 657 got hypnotized by the cactus. Player 658 watched number blocks blueberry inflation and died of crimes. Player 659 was slain by boat. Player 661 lived in a haunted mansion. Player 662 was slain by Derpy the tiger. Player 663 was slain by Sussy the magpie. Player 664 got hit by the same plane. Player 1019 was hit by player 665 drank the wrong potion. Player 666 realized his player number is the number of the beast, and Smithland did in circles non-stop and got exhausted and died of night. He was. Player 667 tried eating expired food. Player 668 stared right into an Enderman's soul. Player 669 used the wrong command. Player 669 he walked into the danger zone due to zombie. And player 668 was the only one survived. But then he realized this part number is halfway to pars. 100.
Player 671 was shot by Pillager. Player 672 was skewered by a falling stalactite. Player 673 was killed by Sonic. Player 674 was obliterated by a sonically charged tree whilst trying to escape warden. Player 675 drowned. Player 676 was shot by skeleton. Player 677 was sent to space. Player 678 was Windows XP. Player 680 was slain by Iron Golem, then got killed by Evoker using magic. Player 681 was fireballed by Ghost. Player 682 was slain by Zombie. Player 683 left the confines of this world. Player 684 was shot by Stray. And player 679 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 688 was slain by Murderer. Player 6886 was shot by Sheriff. Player 6887 was exploded by Creeper. Player 6888 was punched by Hulk. Player 6889 died from reading too many enchanted books at once. 6993 Dwayne's and Crichton Kyle. Player 6994 became innocent. Player 6995 cannot survive his innocence. Player 6996 was slain by 69. Player 6987 died. Player 6998 turned. Player 6999 traveled at the speed of light. Player 700 said. And player 6090 was the only one survived.
But not for a very long time. Player 701 was deleted by a command block the felt offended. Player 702 far upward into the sky and never came back. Player 703 was cooked instantly by a snowball. Player 704 got crushed by a feather with max gravity. Player 705 tried to pet a creeper and instantly regretted it. Player 706 was chased by their own shadow until it won. Player 707 suffocated inside a single pixel. Player 709 turned into a block of dirt and forgot how to live. Player 710 fell into a portal that led back to the same mistake. Player 711 was defeated by a very aggressive piece of bread. Player 72 tried to sprint on water but sank out of embarrassment. Player 7 and P was knocked out by a flying enchantment table. Player 7 who would play got trapped in a crafting recipe that made no sense. Player 7 on wide was blown away by a sigh from the wind. And player 708 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 716 was slain by cute lucky Luffy, just like just 6-9. Player 772 was impaled by David. Player 798 was shot by SpaceX, and NASA. Player 719 was killed by me. Player 7020 was slain by Kelton Danum, but no. Player 721 was slain by Kathleen and Bino. Player 721 walked into cactus whilst trying to escape David. Player 725 was blown up by throwing lids. Player 721 was slain by David. Player 756 was smashed by Jacob, just like 49. Player 727 was slain by Nia. Player 728 was shot by David. Player 729 was slain by Das's boy. Player 73 was impaled by me. Player 71 was destroyed by Kathleen and Bingo. But found. Player 732 was slain by Soviet Pro Change. Player 73 and player 732 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 734 drank poison. Player 735 jumped off. Player 737 was banned from the Player 738 ate too much Taco Bell. Player 739 was sent to space. And, Player 736 was the only one survived, but not for very long.
Player 740 left the confines of the world whilst fighting Ender Dragon. Player 741 got hypnotized by a sweet berry bush. Player 4 was poked to 742, a 67 Bobo Bedouin brain on plate. 743 was realizing that his player number was 100 billion and rolls in circles non-stop and got exhausted. Player 745 was doomed to fall by Bob Player
746 died. To player 746, player 747 realized that his player name added Boeing in the start and got on a plane to 9/11 and died. Player 748 saw Bobette, blueberry inflation, every night of claims. Player 749 Bobette into the hell zone. Player 753 was slain by Bobette using magic. Player 7 Bible Bob Fun was slain by creaking. Player 752 has no opinion of the song Patulin Mona Siga Geo by Basie the Object Thingy. Player 753 was slain by Bobette using Christmas power. Player 754 saw Bobette, blueberry inflation, and player 744 was the only one survived. But then Bobette is here to squish him. Player 75E6 was blown up by a creeper. Player 75E7 was hit by lightning. Player 75E8 was shot by a skeleton. Player 75E9 fell out of the world. Player 76 one walk in a cactus whilst trying to escape, charged toward him. Player 76 drew drowned. Player 7663 was slain by a zombie. Player 7664 was obliterated by a charge from Warden. Player 7665 went out in flames. Player 7666 was killed by magic. Player 7667 was killed by Dover using magic. Player 7668 was killed by Enderman. Player 769 experienced kinetic energy. Player 7070 was slain by player 7060. And player 76ly was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 771 was killed by a falling blocks. Player 770 burnt to death when he discovered that Mr. Beast and Mark Rober survived a plane crash near the same building where player 228 died. Player 773 was hacked. Player 774 was hypnotized by the same wizard that player 546 was hypnotized. Player 775 thought he had superpowers. Player 776 was abducted by Spider-Man. Player 778 was punched by an angry man. Player 779 died in stereo madness. Player 780 takes lots of things seriously. Player 781 ate too much McDonald's. Player 780 drank too much Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Player 783 ate grass. Player 784 was killed by Steve just like player 1 to 7. Player 785 attempted to run like Flash and broke his leg. Player 786 was lured into Area 51. Player 787 licked the dirty pole. Player 788 was shot by riots. Player 789 played video games for 1,000 hours. Player 790 said Sibao, and player 777 was the only one survived. The Roblox bed was exist to kill.
Player 791 forgot to subscribe to PewDiePie. Player 792 was shot by the police. Player 793 was punched by Rex Dangervest. Emmett Burkowski confronts Rex for physical violence. Player 794 was sacrificed to make PewDiePie grow on YouTube again. Player 795 accidentally wears Huggies. Player 796 tried to run across the globe. Player 797 was hacked. Player 798 mistook Vaseline for jelly and ate it. Player 799 was stung by a wasp. Player 801 said 6-7. Player 802's nuke exploded near him. Player 803 attempted to do MLG and died. Player 804 was catching on fire after touching just a single spark. Player 805 accidentally deleted himself. Player 806 ate a sprouted potato. Player 807 knew 1 + 1 = 3. Player 808 realized his number was 100, 1 times 8. And player 800 was the only one to survive. But not for a very long time.
Player 809 drank too much alcohol. Player 810 was addicted to online games. Player 811 ate a moldy bread. Player 812 was buried alive. Player 813 was ran over by Sonic. Player 814 was hacked by Tubers93. Player 815 jumped off a building because he thought he could fly. Player 817 drank. Player 818 mistook Unseen Bones for Build-A-Man. Player 819 was executed by an electric chair. Player 820 mistook Block Blast for Tetris. Player 821 fell into a dungeon. Player 822 was hit by a jet. Player 823 tried to outrun Usain Bolt. Player 824 tried to create an aircraft made of dirt. Player 825 attempted to fly into the moon. Player 826 ate the most spiciest chili. And player 816 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 827 fell from a high place. Player 828 burned to death in lava. Player 829 was blown up by a creeper. Player 80 thought he was shot by a skeleton. Player 83 drowned in water. Player 83 starved to death. Player 834 was crushed by falling gravel. Player 835 was killed by an ember mean. Player 836 was blown up by TNT. Player 837 froze to death. Player 838 was killed by a warden. Player 839 fell into the void. Player 840 was killed by poison. And player 833 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 84 wondered here to subscribe to the same channel. Player 5 I knew for war for time. Player 84 too have got mesmerized by the brain of rhymes. Player 84-3 said I. Player 844 said the same cuss word like player 7 Von and Real. Player 845 was slain by Vex. Player 846 got hypnotized by the black mysterious object. That player 249 fell off. Player 847 had died by the same old age. Player Von Lambada, player 849 did not know how to steal. Player 848 suffocated into a single glitch cause he got thrown up by a mysterious figure. That takes time. Player 851 was hit by a Boeing descending Molly 7. Player 852 did not know how to make stick cakes. Player 853 might have cringed. Player 854 was playing Dandy's World as flight for the 1,000 islands. Player 855 transformed into a same horse. Player 241 transformed into. Player 856 said I support Bella the Wolf. Player 857 was eaten by a walking hag.
was slain by Vortex.
Player 86 was slain by me.
Player 861 was kicked from the game.
Player 862 was slain by Gaspel 3.
Player 863 blew up whilst fighting Creeper.
Player 865 was killed by a sniper.
Player 886 was shot by a fastest bullet.
Player 862 was slain by Mohan.
Player 868 was slingshotted to the sky.
Player 869 was humiliated by 864.
Player 870 drinks.
871 was eaten by Nicodo Avocado.
Player 872 headed to Andromeda.
Player 873 cannot survive Andromeda.
Player 874 was sent to Russia.
Player 874 was sent to Ho Chi Minh.
Player 864 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 876 played Roblox for 10,000 hours. Player 877 ate too much Burger King. Player 878 mistook glass for candy. Player 879 was eaten by Ronald McDonald. Player 880 watches.
1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Player 881 was bitten by a pit bull. Player 882 thought he is Batman. Player 884 mistook AFMA for its funner. Player 885's nuke exploded while he is preparing to kill Player 1000 in the future, but the plan failed as Player 1000 is still alive. And Player 883 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 886 was slain by Phantom. Player 887 was slain by Freddy Fazbear. Player 888 was impaled by Numberblocks 8. Player 889 was slain by Pikachu. Player 890 was killed trying to hurt Kirby. Player 891 realized that Copia came out. Player 893 was slain by Breeze. Player 894 got sent to Epstein Island. Player 895 fell into a sinkhole just like 113. Player 896 ate uranium. Player 897 was slain by me. Player 898 did not catch the ball. Player 899 touched grass. Player 900 was killed by the monster. And player 892 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 901 was slain by Vindicator. Player 902 was shot by Pillager. Player 903 was stung to death. Player 904 was slain by Guardian. Player 905 was shot by Illusioner. Player 906 was slain by Piglet Brood. Player 908 was shot by Piglet. Player 909 was slain by Ravager. Player 910 froze to death. Player 911 walked into danger zone due to 9/11s. Player 912 was slain by Silverfish. Player 913 was shot by Player 907. Player 914 didn't want to live in the same world as Choker. Player 915 was obliterated by a sonically charged shriek whilst trying to escape Warden. Player 916 was slain by Elder Guardian. Player 917 starved to death. Player 918 was slain by Wither Skeleton. Player 919 was blown up by Creeper. Player 920 was slain by Husk. Player 921 was shot by Stray. Player 920 drowned. And Player 907 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 923 tried to pet a creeper. Player 924 was launched into the sky by an iron golem. Player 925 crafted a mutant zombie. Player 926 was attacked by the mutant zombie. Player 928 attempted to break into villages. Player 929 walked into danger zone after being shot by a 927. Player 930 had discovered a fake, cheating talent to trying to kill it, and being tricked by
but then he realized that this part is a brain rot.
Player 936 was slain by Mr. Spaghetti. Player 937 was shot by Smithy 777. Player 938 was killed by Keru using magic. Player 938 by 9 was in Bible play. Player 1940 was smashed by Wessel. Player 941 drowned, was trying to escape on, but player 943 was slain by Kata. Player 944 was doomed to fall by Imiter. Player 945 was shot by Gumek. Player 946 was slain by Arming Window. Player 947 was shot by Royale. Player 948 was impaled by J.K. Sentiat. Player 949 was shot by Dubin. Player 9050 was demolished by Demolishers. Player 951 was killed by Kate Shade using magic. Player 95-2 was smashed by X-Raiden. Player 95-3 was shot by Heracrack. And player 95-2 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 954 saw blueberry inflation, just like player 525 played too much McDonald's. Player 956 died of revving. Player 3. Player 957 got killed. Willis trying to kill player 1000. Player 958 got sent to Epstein Island, just like player 89. For player 9060 was in the same plane during the raid. Player 87 was in a player 961 was hypnotized by the vines of player 9 fell. Player 962 got tongues the horde. Willis trying to attack player 100 and player 1000. Player 63 died of stupidity. Player 964 was cooked BC. Player 1000 is coming. Player 96-5 said I. Player 96-6 died of cancer. Player 967 attempted to beat Russian roulette. Player 3 and other players that are in every part got tongues are hurt by Diddy. Player 96-8 fell off some spikes, and player 160 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 96 to 9 death fell outside at water. Player 70 was hit by the car at the max speed. Player 97-1 was burned to death by his oven that walks. Player 97-2 fell out of world because he got kicked. Player 97-3 realized his player number was away to a number to the 1,000. Had another heart attack on the spike. Player 97-5 walked clear to the danger zone due to stray. Player 976 blood wound because he got hit by player 472. Player 977 was in the Titanic but a dippy iceberg. Player 97-8 fell into a pit of invisible kids that are ghosts. And player 97-4 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time. Player 991 was doomed to fall by Snapchat and TikTok. Player 992 crashed his hoverboard in the 9 circles. Player 993 thought doing parkour would give him money. Player 994 turned into a Rubik's Cube because physics say that his existence was a hologram. Player 995 crawled into the sewage. Player 996 was sent to North Korea and done got a job in there forever. Player 997 was sucked into the nostalgia.
Player 998 didn't believe 994 and then got glitched out of reality. Player 999 was distracted and was slain by Player 1000 near the Hitler group.
And Player 1000 was the only one survived, but we already killed him.
Player 1001 was slain by Mario. Player 1002 was slain by Luigi. Player 1003 was doomed to fall by the same Elagers that killed Player 1000. Player 1004 was nuked by the United States just like 107. Player 1005 was slain by Enderman. Player 1006 mistook Mac OS for Windows. Player 1007 was slapped in the face by Wildstyle. Player 1008 was sent to another parallel dimension. Player 1009 was killed by Bingo Healer just like 106. Player 1011 was drafted. Player 1012 ate too much McDonald's like 781. Player 1013 was punched by the same angry man that 778 got punched. And Player 1010 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 1 infantry tried to swim in lava. Player 1050 fell from a high place. Player 1 and fatigues were shot by skeleton. Player 1017 drowned while trying to escape. Drowned. Player 18 was slain by zombie. Player 198 was squashed by a falling anvil. Player 121 walked into fire while fighting Blaze. Player 102 was doomed to fall by Enderman. Player 103 blew up. Player 112 was pricked to death. Player 185 to escape dread. Player 196 was slain by Iron Galway. Player 107 suffocated in a wall. Player 108 was killed by magic. Player 109 was pummeled by Warden. Player 1038 fell out of the Warden. Player 103 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
1031 was Dane scrolling on Snapchat. Player 1034 transformed into a pig. Player 1033 was banned from Minecraft. Player 1030 failed to answer the impossible question and balled his basics just like 24-3. Player 1035 got distracted. Player 1036 was hit by trident by drown, just like 32D5. Player 1037 was killed by even more magic. Player 1038 was slain by Spaghetti using nature's power. Player 1039 had the same death as Player 625. Player 100 was hit by sin to raise his fireball. Player 101 tried summoning a cow. Player 101 heard the dreadful famous script. Player 144 wrote his name on the death note. Player 145 forgot their password to life, just like Thor 901. Player 146 was hit by long time.
Player 1051 was slain by 2000. Player 1052 blew up while fighting player 2000. Player 1053 was slain by 1055. Player 1054 was pricked to death while trying to escape player 1055. Player 1056 said 69. Player 1057 was mocked. And player 1055 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1058 burned to death. Player 1059 suffocated in a wall. Player 1060 fell from a high place. Player 1061 was doomed to fall by 1065. Player 1063 was blinded. Player 1064 fell off some logs. Player 1065 drowned. Player 1066 was trying to kill player 2000. And player 1062 was the only one survived, ... but not for a very long time.
Player 1067 was hit by a punch from Morton. Player 1068 was killed by so much magic. Player 1069 wrote his name on the death book like 332. Player 1078 too much tic-tac. Player 1071 heard the dreadful famous script. The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear the sound. Remember to run in a straight line and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, the test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start. Player 1072 was slain by an army of bacon hares. And player 1073 was the only one survived. But then he got killed by an army of bacon hares.
Player 10 was almost hit by an atomic bomb. Player 175 drowned while trying to escape drown. Player 1070's blue screen by Pokemon Gen 9. Player 1077 was run over by a Canadian country ball. Player 1078 crafted a time wormhole. Player 1079 fell into a wormhole. Player 1080 attempted to come to a Googleplex. Player 181 lived in 1939 just like 83. Player 183 was taken out by Invincible Mario just like 16-7. Player 184 was hypnotized by the anvil that player 26 got squashed. Player 185 was in Hiroshima during the bombing. And player 182 was the only one survived. But then he realized that there's a part 80. Player 1086 tried to swim in lava. Player 2087 fell from a high place. Player 28 was slain by zombie. Player 289 death fell accident water. Player 1090 didn't want to live in the same world as Enderman. Player 191 was obliterated by a sonically charged shriek. Player 193 went off with a bang. Player 194 was fireballed by gas. Player 195 was skewered by a falling stalactite. Player 196 was blown up by creeper. Player 197 was stung to death. Player 197 was stung to death. Player 198 left the confines of this world. Player 199 was slain by Ender Dragon. Player 101 walked into the danger zone due to skeleton. And player 197 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 11001 was blown up by a creeper. Player 11002 hit the ground too hard. Player 11003 was slain by a zombie. Player 11004 tried to swim in lava. Player 11005 was shot by a skeleton. Player 11006 fell from a high place. Player 11007 was squashed by a falling anvil. Player 11008 was struck by lightning. Player 11008 was pricked to death. Player 11008 was struck by lightning, fell into the void. Player 11008 was struck by lightning, fell into the void. Player 11008 was struck by lightning, fell into the void, was doomed to fall. Player 11116 drowned. Player 11117 was roasted in dragon breath. Player 11118 was slain by a warden. Player 11119 froze to death. Player 11120 fell out of the world, and player 11121 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1 White 2 was banned by Roblox just like player 93. Player 1 Well 3 was expelled from school. Player 1 Well 3 was doomed to fall by spider. 1 Well 3 and 5 was hit in the head by a football during Messi vs Ronaldo like me too. Player 6 Player Worker 1E6 1 was doomed to fall by Snapchat and TikTok like 1991. Well, 1 Well Siren crashed his hoverboard in the bloodbath. Player 1 Brilliant and was ran over by Sonic just like 813. Player 130 was sacrificed to wait. Mr. Beast and Mark Rober fully recover from the plane crash. Player 1 bird in the lights fell it into the same black hole by 90 crafted. Player 132 was doomed to fall by zombie. Player 130 Clade bite of revive of Rebambi G-Bite and Benny Wire and when and Belly will realize that the World Cup 2026 was started and then got into there to win against the match, but then he died because he was hit in the head by a football so hard. Evan Burrito was hypnotized by the stone that the character from Blood, Sweat and Tears died to. Player 93 was slain by Iron Golem. Player 1136 was abducted by the same UFO that Glenn Bunvertsen was abducted. Player 108 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1148 was slain by Evie. Player 1148 was slain by Vaporeon. Player 1141 was slain by Jolteon. Player 1141 was slain by Espeon. Player 1143 was slain by Umbreon. Player 1143 was slain by Leafeon. Player 1144 was slain by Glaceon. Player 1145 was slain by Sylveon. Player 1147 was sent to Palatown. Player 1148 pulled a PSA. 10 Charizard card, but it's fake. Player 1149 got electrocuted by Pikachu, just like 98-4. Player 120 was playing Pokemon. Scarlet on play let for 10 jobs and hours. Player 121 hates Pokemon. Player 172 was doomed to fall by a Wolfie Goofy Tunes. Pokemon inflation video. Player 170 was slain by old London Eddie Carr's Pokemon. And player 1146 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1 Hidden 44 was destroyed by an attack from Charizard. Player 1 40 feet 5 tried to ride a bike and fell off a cliff. Player 156 was slain by Montanil. 2060s, drowned in bleach because he saw goofy tunes, Pokemon inflation videos. Player 158 was cut by a roommate. Player 159 drank a strange potion and became a Pokemon, and then got sent to North Korea. Player 161 was smashed by Tinkaton. Player 162 realized a new Pokopia update is coming in August and had a heart attack on the spot. Player 160 was bombed by a bomber plane, and Player 160 was the only one survived. But Pokemon Scarlet and Violet said no.
Player 1164 was compressed into a single pixel. Player 1165 forgot to load the chunk they were standing on. Player 1166 was mined by a very determined pickaxe. Player 1167 was disconnected from reality. Player 1168 tried to craft themselves. Player 1169 was eaten by a hungry command block. Player 1171 into the world border from the inside. Player 1172 fell upward. Player 1173 became one with the debug screen. Player 1174 was deleted by an overenthusiastic villager. Player 1175 forgot how gravity works. Player 1176 was defeated by an invisible block. Player 1177 tried to sleep in the daytime forever. Player 1178 was outsmarted by a chicken. Player 1179 phased into another dimension permanently. Player 1180 experienced a fatal rendering error. And Player 1171 was the only one survived. But not for a very long time.
Player 121 tried to drink mercury. Player 122 was sent to the Carboniferous period and then was killed by an Arthropura. Player 123 was shot in the head with a M1887 by Player 2. Player 124 suffocated in air molecules.
121.6 died of cringe after watching AFMO's videos. And player 1234 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1207 hit the ground too hard. Player 1208 tried to touch grass. Player 1210 looked at a job application. Player 1211 drowned. Player 1212 was slain by llama. Player 1213 was cringed to death by player 67. Player 1214 was poked to death by a sweet berry bush. And then player 1209 was the only one to survive, but not for a very long time.
Player 1255 was eaten by a megalodon. Player 1216 got lost about one by high tsunami. Player 1217 took the bath and eco solid Aqualina, Silver Cell, Luminosa, Capriolet. Player 1218 attempted to steal diamonds from player 1219. Chessman was killed by player 1219 using a rocket launcher. Player 1221 was sliced in half by player 1219's atomic memory katon on. 1221 got his voice vocoded and was slain by player 1219 using a bucket of powdered snow. Player 1222 experienced pseudo white bumper of heartism and cannot survive. Player 1223 tried drinking hydrogen peroxide. Player 1224 tried eating a stalagmite and then died. And player 1219 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1225 fell into the void. Player 1226 was struck by a lightning. Player 1227 fell out of the world. Player 1228 fell from a high place. Player 1230 was slain by zombie pigmen. Player 1231 was hacked his account. And players 1229 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1232 fell from a high place. Player 1233 was slain by zombie. Player 1234 realized his number is 1234. Player 1235 accidentally pressed the big red button. Player 1236 was slain by zombie. Player 1237 had extra homework. Player 1238 was roasted in BBQ. Player 1239 experienced kinetic energy. Player 1248 too much McDonald's. Player 1241 was shot to death. Player 1242 was humiliated. Player 1243 was injured. Player 1244 was chomped. Player 1245 said 69,420. Player 1246 drank too much water. Player 1247 mistook Lisa Gaming Roblox for Fortrox. Player 1248 mistook UWUChuti Single for Roblox. Player 1249 mistook Mr. Dweller for Mr. Incredible. And player 1250 was the only one survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 1251 was slain di Kekateli Pastel 2. Player 1252 was exploded by absolute infinity explosion. Player 1253 was thrown out of the multiverse. Player 1254 was shot by Muhammad Rafa Prasetyo. Player 1255 fell from a high place because it is driven by Kekateli in the end dimension. Player 1256 was blown up by Saddam Hussein. Player 1258 was executed by electric hail. Player 1259 was shot by Tusialitet. Player 1260 was involved in an accident with another helicopter. and player 1-57 is only one survive, but not very long time.
Video, player 1270 war tried to drink radioactive waste. Player 1270 war was slain by player 1273. Player 1270 was teleported into your land. Player 1270 then was being trolled by wolfy, goofy tunes, just like player 1159. Player 1217 realized that untinted ball creator made RT VI party a premiere, and then he watched the premiere, but then he died mid-premiere because he saw blueberry inflation. Player 1271 drowned. Player 1270 was eaten by a dinosaur. Player 1281 was slain by Jenna. Player 1281 was distracted by wolfy, goofy tunes, videos, and player 1282 was the only one who survived, but not for a very long time.
Player 12885 attempted to beat Zoink in Geometry Dash. Player 12885 was slain by Vortrox. Player 12886 saw blueberry inflation. Player 12887 pressed Control Alt Delete. Player 12888 played Geometry Dash for 10,000 hours. Player 12889 was hacked by Tubers 93. Player 1290 witched into the unknown new universe. Player 1291 said 69. Player 1192 was eaten by a hippo. Player 193 was killed by Flopper. Player 124 lost his consciousness on the brain rot culture and got tongue-centered. Player 1295 was lured into TikTok challenges, where 1196 was mutated into a strange creature.
Player 1297 said, Diddy, come over here. Player 1298 was kicked in the balls. Player 1299 was mocked. And player 1300 was the only one survived.